whether the egg come first or the chick come first or the hen come first. पहले मुर्गा आया या पहले अंडा आया? If the hen come first, from which egg it comes out, or if the egg come first, from which hen it has laid, it is a big question. अगर पहले मुर्गी आया तो ये मुर्गी कौन सा अंडे से आया? अगर पहले अंडा आया तो वो अंडा कौन सा मुर्गी ने दिया? It is a $1 million question. Hello, namaskar, sat sri akal, vanakkam, salam. Last week we had the Republic Day. India became republic in 1950, 26 January 1950. So the Republic Day, there is always a question whether the republic come first or the democracy come first. It is a big question, like whether the egg come first or the hen come first. So now, in general case, we can observe in our country that we have two very important days that we used to celebrate. One is Republic Day, that is 26 January. Another one is Independence Day, that is 15 August. Because India got independent in 1947, 15 August. And accordingly, India became Republic 26 January 1950. And from our childhood, even from when we used to go to school, from then onward till today, one thing we can observe that we sometimes used to give more weightage to the Independence Day and less to the Republic Day. So now Republic and the democratic. Republic means a country whose state head is elected by the people, which is not monarchy system where the ruler's son or daughter cannot be ruler. Either he or she not elected by the people. So that is why to be republic there should be a system where the state authority must be elected by the people. Means in a republic the constitution is the king. Whoever come to the power, he or she has to follow what is written in the constitution. It is most important. And now if we go back to that question कि मुर्गी पहले आया या अंडा पहले आया, या अंडा पहले आया या मुर्गी पहले आया, डेमोक्रेसी पहले आया या रिपब्लिक पहले आया, this question we will get some answer. Because if we think about the democracy, a democracy can grow up under a republic only. Otherwise, a monarch will never allow to be a democracy. But there are some exceptions. There are some countries which are republic but not democratic. But there are certain countries which are democratic but not republic. A country which is democratic but not republic, say England, which is democratic but not republic, because their state head is the king or queen. The queen's son will become again king. Another country, China, which is republic but not democratic. So to be an real sense independent, it must be a republic. Otherwise, few days back in my Facebook page, I have given I have posted one line there that being republic means being independent. No democracy, no republic, no independent. So here it is one of my Facebook friend, actually he is my guru, he said that no, there might be sometime this that a country is independent politically, it has independent boundary, but it is run by a monarch. So it is independent. But question is that here, if a country which is politically independent and which not under any occupation, but it is ruled by a monarch, will it be independent real sense? Never. Because a monarch, whatever the monarch will say, whatever the king will say, accordingly the country will be ruled. So people or the citizens will never get that kind of independence which a citizen can enjoy in a country which is republic as well as democratic. And that is why the republic is very important. To be republic is very important, and we must know the meaning of the republic, and it has equal weightage with the independent. And republic is more important than the democratic, because a country can smoothly run being republic if it is not democratic, but a country only democratic without republic, there is a many question mark. But if we give the examples of England, you can, England, it is a country, we used to say that it is the first modern civilized country. I'm talking about the first modern civilized country. Civilization occurred, suppose Indus Valley civilization, the Nile River civilization, these are the oldest, Tigris River oldest. But if we talk about the true sense, that modern civilized country is England, and that is why in that country they still maintain the democracy without being republic. Our neighbor country Bhutan, it is not republic but is democratic, because the Bhutan king allowed to hold the election to find out the prime minister or other member of parliaments. But how long it will survive? That is a big question. So that is why we have to give more weightage to the republic, and we have to know, we have to understand what is the republic. In a republic, constitution is the king. Nothing is above the constitution. What is written in the constitution, each and every person must follow it. Even whoever take the authority or the power, become prime minister, other minister, president, everybody must obey the constitution, and constitution is above all. That is called republic. So we enjoyed that republic day this last week. Okay, dear friends, I'm coming forward. In the last lecture we discussed about the measurement of the elasticity of demand. So there I talked about there are three methods of measurement of elasticity of demand, where elasticity really you can measure with numerically to find out exact the coefficient. So the first method was total expenditure outlay method that we discussed. Now today we are going to discuss about the second method, that is number two, percentage or proportionate method. Percentage or proportionate method. So here we will discuss that how the elasticity of demand can be measured through percentage or through proportionate. Actually, in this method, elasticity of demand is measured as the ratio of percentage or proportionate change in quantity demand to percentage or proportionate change in price. So first let's take the percentage method under the same heading, percentage method. So in percentage method, ED, elasticity of demand, is the ratio of percentage change in quantity demand by percentage change in price. Another same number two method, that percentage or proportional method. So here ED is ratio of percentage change in quantity demand by percentage change in price. Now under the same heading, here I am going to discuss about the proportionate method. Okay, proportionate method. Proportionate method. Okay, so here ED equal to proportionate change in quantity demand by proportionate change in price. Now you see here the proportionate change in quantity demand can be write as change in quantity demand by initial quantity. Initial quantity. And here, proportionate change in price means change in price by initial price. Now see, we can write here the change in quantity demand by delta Q and initial quantity by Q, change in price by delta P and initial price by P. And if you write this equation like this, say delta Q by Q, and if you multiply here it will be P by delta P. And if we rearrange it, we can write delta Q by delta P multiplied by P by Q. So that is, now this is how we can measure with proportionate method. Delta Q by delta P into P by Q means change in quantity by change in price multiplied by initial price by initial quantity. Now you see one thing here. Here delta P is change in price. Now this change might be positive, might be negative. Delta Q is change in quantity. It might be positive change or might be negative change. Now see one thing here. Suppose there is a positive change in price. Means price increases. When price increases, so far you will come to know that when price increases, quantity demand will decrease. Suppose if it is a positive change, it will be negative change. Means if it is positive, it will be negative. Again, if there is a negative change in price, if the price falls, quantity demand will increase. It will be positive. So out of these two variables, delta Q and delta P, if one is positive, another one will be negative. And that is why the result always comes negative. To get the result positive, you can put here a prefix minus. So this is how we can measure the elasticity of demand in proportionate method. That is proportionate change in quantity demand by proportionate change in price. Now this proportionate change in quantity demand, proportionate change in quantity demand can be measured as change in quantity demand, whatever change happen by change initial quantity and change in price by initial price. So symbolically I have put it here. Change in quantity means delta Q, initial quantity stands for Q, change in price is delta P, initial price stands for P here. So now we can arrange delta Q by Q into P by delta P. If we arrange, we will get this result. So this is how we can measure the price elasticity of demand through proportionate method. And the percentage method that I said, that ratio of percentage change by in quantity demand by percentage change in price. So this is about the measurement of elasticity through proportionate and percentage method. So there is another number that we will discuss in the next class. Actually, we have to go for numerical that we will discuss. Let all the formula be done. The last one is there. After that, we will solve the formula. The numerical, and then we will go for to the another chapter. So please subscribe it, like it, share it to your friend. That always I am requesting all of you that if you subscribe, if you like it, if you share it, then it gives more inducement, more power booster to carry out all the lectures like that. And before every lecture, I have used to give I have been giving some description of the new events. If you like it, please write, and also please comment that whatever new thing you want to learn through the video, then I will try to put it in front of you. So thank you to all, love you to all.